Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. I really hope you like it. Today's video is going to be a little bit of departure from what I normally do, and I want to talk about this new Czech TD, the ShPTK TVP. I believe that's what it's called. It's a Czech premium tank that you can get in the fourth stage of the battle pass. And full disclosure, I bought it outright. I had to have it. And I was, I'm a turreted TD guy, so I wasn't going to wait around. I don't have the patience for that. I wanted it, so I got it. Anyway, I'm not going to cover every little nitnoid detail about the tank. There's plenty of other people have done really great videos about that. I just wanted to put a video out and tell you what I think about it. I was able to, do something to get the gun even a little bit better. It was kind of neat. I didn't know you could do this, and I figured I'd show that off. And I do have one game to show off. Anyway, y'all, I hope you like it. Let's get to it. Thanks for watching. So this is the ShPTK TVP. It's hard to say, but this is the new Czech TD, and it's a really good looking tank. I really dig the way it looks. It's got the fully traversable TD turret. It's just awesome. I mean, I was been saying, man, I wish they released a new TD, and this one is great. It's all around. It's a really good TD. And I think if you're a TD guy, you're gonna have a lot of fun playing it. And maybe if you're not a TD guy, you'll probably still have a lot of fun playing it. It's just got this gun, man. That's just the rate of fire, man. I mean, look at this DPM, 3386 DPM. This aim time of 1.26. This gun dispersion of 0.27. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to get it even lower. And the gun loading time is 4.43. Man, that's pretty much on par with some autoloaders. I mean, it's pretty doggone good. And the poor people that haven't come up against this tank yet, I'm sure they have all by now. But when it first came out on day one, and it started hitting people with this tank, and it was just like, oh my goodness, it surprised me. Like, I couldn't believe it, like how well it was doing, and it was just pinning. And I don't know, it was just, I was very surprised. And I honestly, guys, I honestly think they're probably going to nerf this tank because it's that good. I could just see it happening. I don't know if they want us to get these games over with even quicker. I don't know, but this tank is awesome. And so far, I'm really impressed with it. Downside, it's a little squishy on it in armor. If you get hit by this, if you get hit by somebody else in one of these tanks and they've got HE loaded, you're not going to last very long. They're going to devastate you, and everybody that's rolling around on the battlefield, as far as like light tanks, medium tanks, they're all going to start carrying a couple rounds of HE just for you if you're in this tank, because it just annihilates you, because it's going to pretty much pin every time. And but yeah, it is what it is. Don't get spotted. Be a TD like you're supposed to be. Well, at least try not to get spotted. But man, like I said, the DPM of this thing is just the penetration. I mean, 202 to 338 penetration on a standard round is just amazing to me. To me, it's really good. It doesn't do the damage of your Scorpion or your SU-130 PM, but but the DPM of it, though, bang and bang and bang, you're just beating them to death and breaking critical hits and doing all kinds of damage. And next thing you know, they're dead. And these new guys that are just now getting, maybe they've come back to, they haven't seen it yet. It just wrecks them, and I get it. I almost feel bad for them, but I do hope that y'all have each get an opportunity to complete the grind and get this thing. And even if you don't, it'll be in the premium shop eventually, like every other tank that ever comes out. I mean, there are a few that haven't. The Emil 1951, it would be a good example. Maybe one day, who knows? But this tank is great, and Another big downside of this tank is it's only got -6 gun depression. So you're not going to be doing any ridgeline shooting. You're going to have to like really, it's really hard to like cross over a hill. You're gonna you're gonna have to fight the need to try to do that, or you're gonna die because you're gonna get spotted and you're gonna be going back to the barn pretty quickly. Somebody's gonna blast you with HE, and that's gonna be over with. So you're gonna have to learn how to resist the edge to try to peek over to try to get that little extra gun depression. Maybe turn your tank. You can kind of get a little bit more if you shoot over the side. At least so it seems. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, so like I said before, I bought it on the first day because I really wanted to get it in my hands and get it see what it was going to do. And let's talk about I do have the bounty rammer on there and the vents. I mean the binocs and the net. This is my standard loadout, But if I get it, if I get to a map like Profgorovka or Melanovka, something I've got some bushes to hide behind, I'll make this selection right here. And now if you look right here, I've got 0.25 gun dispersion. The other one was 0.27, and you might, how did you get it that low? Obviously, the improved aiming device helps. But there's also, if you go to the field modifications, now I didn't know this did this, but this parallax adjustment also knocks some of that off. So if you take this, you lose a little bit in your the time to aim, but it's so minute that who cares? It doesn't matter. I took this from here so I could get a little bit extra view range, but whatever, I might change that. But yeah, go get all this done. Get all this done so you can get this get this extra slot. That it's huge because you can set up this deal here where you can it just makes your tank even better. But yeah, going to getting this field modification actually took me from 0.28 to 0.27. So I go to 0.25 without having any consumables loaded, and that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't need vents, I mean, it'd be awesome if I had it, but 0.25, I did that to see if that would maybe kind of cut down on the flyers. I mean, it's not as bad as, the Scorpion is. You can, if you load up chocolate, and the same thing can be said with the SU-130 PM, load up improved rations or whatever, and it'll kind of tone it down, make it shoot a little bit better. And, but this one, I just wanted to see if I could do it, and you can certainly do it. You can get the Scorpion down to 0.25 easy. Do the same exact thing. You'd be right there. I plan on giving out a shot and see if that'll help too. But yeah, I really think, guys, if you're a TD guy, you're going to love playing this tank. Play it like a proper TD. It's my best piece of advice to you. You'll probably survive a little bit longer. I'm used to playing TDs where I have pretty good vision. I'm still working on the recon, part of it. I've got the situational awareness down, and yes, the commander is also the radio operator, so there's that little piece to remember too. And I did use 2 of my big books to get him this far this quick. You got to do what you got to do. That's all I can say. Anyway, I think I got everything just about covered. Kind of looking at it, like I said, the tank's got great mobility. It just goes when you tell it to go. It goes. It's fast? It's not fast like a Hellcat or like that, but it's got good power. I mean, it'll get going pretty good. Pretty decent camo with the net. Well, this is 48, and the SG-130 is 55, and what do we got here? The Scorpion is 36, so it's better than the Scorpion with a net. It's not as good as the Cockroach, but pretty much nothing else is. Let's see, what is it compared to the UDES 03? The UDES 03 is 53, and the STRV-1 is 56. And so, yeah, it's not as good as these, but it's better than the Scorpion. It's pretty good, all in all, let's see, view range 517, 495, 516. You see what I mean? It's just it's an all-around great tank, man. I mean, it's you're gonna have if you're a good TD player, you're gonna have some monster games in this thing if you can manage to stay alive. I fully expect, you know, in a month or two, once everybody's gotten tired of playing this tank, that the dedicated TD players will still be playing it, and then I think your gameplay is going to get a whole lot better. But right now, when you go out, everybody's getting this for the first time, and it's just like, you know, 5 or 6 of these things per team, and it's just a shit show. But once it all calms down and all the new wears off, this thing's going to fall into the same place, I think, or niche like the SU and the Scorpion is. I mean, the SU 130 PM is probably my favorite TD. I just love it. It's just a great TD. At tier 8, now, you know, I'm a Hellcat guy too, but at tier 8, this is probably my favorite TD. But this one here is knocking on the door. I wish it had a little bit more damage per round, but it is what it is, and I'm happy. I mean, but DPM 336. See what I mean? Like I said, I fully expect them to nerf this thing. But anyway, I do have a quick video to show you. I was on the Safe Harbor map, and I had a decent game in it, and I figured I'd attach it and show you what this thing is capable of. And it's not the greatest game. It's no high caliber Top Gun or nothing like that. It's just me playing in the TD, and we pull the victory off. So anyway, y'all, there is the new Czech Premium TD. And like I said, I hope you get your hands on it, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, y'all, let's check out that other video, and thank you so much for watching. So yeah, I'm on the Safe Harbor map. I'm in this, you know, the new Czech TD, and I've spawned over on the east side of the map, and it's a tier 8 match, and there's a bunch of TDs, as there always are, and we're gonna take this thing. And we're going to go to the south side of the map. We're going to go up on the hill, and we're going to get into a you know, classic sniping position, and just have a good time up here, and kind of show you what this thing's capable of doing. And I didn't set it up to do the sniping piece to get the good gun dispersion. I wasn't really quite sure where I was going to end up. Sometimes you can get into this bush I'm going to get to, and sometimes, you know, other people will take it. So I figure, well, I'll just leave it where I have a camo net. At least I, you know, can get that little bit of extra camo and get to that 48 setting, you know. But unfortunately for me in this game, I do manage to get into this little bush and have a fairly decent game. And you know, TDs, the LT432 is doing a good job spotting, and our EBR is coming up here, and it's going to be there's going to be you know, plenty of help up here, and that's kind of like the perfect scenario for having a decent game in a TD. You know, if you don't have anybody moving around stirring the pot, so to speak, it becomes a pretty stagnated fight, and there's not really a whole lot to shoot at. You end up in a situation where whoever makes the first mistake, you know, usually gets smacked for it. Well, that's typically how it goes in every game. But if you got if you got light tanks and medium tanks moving around, there's a CDA and the AMX, and I smash him, and I hit him again for another 292. And it's like I said, man, this thing's just wow. And the guy, you know, he's like, that's a quick reload. And I've seen guys raging about this tank. There's the UDES 03. It's beautiful, man. Look at this. And it just pins, man. I was like, wow. That's amazing to me that actually pinned and I killed him. You know, hard to believe. Now, the Super P is a whole nother thing. That tank is hard to pin. That tank is definitely not squishy. He's hard to pin, and I want to keep popping him. There's the 122 TM, the Chinese medium tank. That thing's awesome. And there's the Yo tank. I mean, just look at this. Pin. Kind of like door, like mine. Kind of move out just a little bit, see if I can, get a shot, and I can't. He's in cover, and I'm just trying not to expose myself, and get spotted. Sure enough, if you get spotted, man, you're gonna have to you have to go hide and go dark before you get back into the fight. Unbeknownst to me, I went back and was looking at a different angle of this replay. I mean, they were firing at this bush. They just kept missing me. There's the Yo tank again. Negative 238. Negative 262. Critical hit. Hey, I'll take it. And he's dead. 2 kills, man. It's just, this thing is ridiculous. AMX is he's sitting. I don't have a shot on him. He's sitting in cover. I'm kind of peeking out just to see, where everything's at. And our medium tanks are doing a great job mixing it up, with their tanks. And it's just a target-rich environment. The game's almost over, man. It's 10-0. I mean, it's just, one of those games where everything goes right for our team and not so much for the enemy team. And now the Super P's getting worked over. And look at her taking a shot. I'm not really sure where the 122 TM went to, but I'm taking a blind shot into those bushes. But yeah, like I said, after the game, I went back and looked at the replay, and this bush was getting blind shotted. They were blind shooting the heck out of this bush. They were missing me. If they loaded up HE, they probably would have done some serious damage. But I come up here and just see if I could get a cheeky shot, and there's just not one to be had. And so all that's left is the enemy's SG-130 PM, and I'm just kind of playing around, just seeing. I figured the game was about to be over, and I was trying to set up that perfect PP in the air shot for intro screen, but it's not gonna happen. I just couldn't make it work. So, and I see the SG-130 PM is holed up in a really good little spot. He's kind of a tough little place to pry him out of. I figure I'd maybe come over here and get a shot on him. Maybe, just maybe. Because nobody wants to get in front of that gun, and I don't blame them. 500 damage? Yeah, nobody wants to get hit by that thing. Pharisee trying to line up a shot, and I didn't hit him. But it's all good. Game over, 15 to 1. So, like I said, man, it's just a all-around great tank, man, and it's a lot of fun to play. If you play it as a TD, if you try to play this thing as a medium and run around like you're gonna end up dead really quick. Make sure you got plenty of HE, and like I said, make sure you have plenty of bring a couple extra rounds of HESH, so you can, it gives you that extra extra penetration ability for some of your, if you get into a tier 9, tier 10 match, it's really going to come in helpful for you, and then just certain type of tanks, but I really like the tank, and I think that you probably will too. If you're a TD person, you're going to love it. No, it's not the perfect tank. There's no such thing. Well, maybe there is, but I haven't played it yet. But it's all around, it's a great tank, and I think you're going to like it. So anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. And oh, by the way, there's no, for whatever reason, my replay, that particular replay will not load in the world of replay uploads. I've tried it dozens of times, and no matter what I do, it just will not load. So anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it wasn't complete garbage due to me, please consider hitting that, leave me a thumbs up, or I'd love to see a comment. And if it, like I said, if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. And one more time, thank you so much for watching. I hope that y'all have a great day. Y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.